Imagine, if you will, a world where the very mountains roared with the clash of titans, where heroes faced beasts of unimaginable terror, and gods themselves waged war that shook the heavens. This isn't just ancient history. This is the raw, visceral heart of Greek mythology. And today, we're diving headfirst into its deadliest duels. Join me here on Voices from History as we plunge into the heart of ancient Greece to rank the most epic, earth-shattering battles and see if I can convince you which one truly deserves the top spot. Epic battles have always been a cornerstone of Greek mythology, shaping the stories and characters that have captivated us for centuries. From the cosmic clash of primeval titans to the legendary, blood-soaked duels between mortal heroes and monstrous beasts. These conflicts aren't just tales, they are the very forge in which the Greek world and our understanding of heroism was hammered into existence. They are an integral part of our cultural heritage, echoing through art, literature, and even modern blockbusters. But choosing the most epic battles, that, my friends, is no easy feat. With a pantheon of gods and a legion of heroes, monsters, and mortals, the sheer scale of legendary conflicts is mind-boggling. How do you compare a war that lasted a decade to a single fateful duel? How do you weigh the might of a god against the cunning of a hero? The Olympian gods themselves, in their endless squabbles, could hardly agree on which battles were the most legendary. Each confrontation, each struggle possesses its own unique significance, its own dramatic weight, making it a monumental challenge to narrow them down to just a few, let alone pick an ultimate victor. Let's begin where the very fabric of the cosmos was rewoven. The brutal, unforgiving war known as the Titanomachy. This wasn't just a battle. It was a cosmic revolution, a struggle for the very dominion of the universe. For 10 long years, the younger Olympian gods, led by the defiant Zeus, raged against their tyrannical predecessors, the powerful Titans, helmed by the monstrous Kronos. The stakes couldn't have been higher. The fate of the world itself hung precariously in the balance. Mountains were ripped from the earth, oceans boiled, and the sky itself groaned under the impact of their fury. Zeus, wielding his formidable lightning bolts, forged in the depths of Tartarus, unleashed storms of pure energy. Let the heavens tremble and the earth quake. One could almost hear him bellow as he hurled his thunderous vengeance. The Titans, ancient and formidable, fought with a primal ferocity, shaking the very foundations of reality. But in the end, with the Hecatoncheires and Cyclopes by their side, the Olympian gods emerged victorious, imprisoning their forebears in the darkest pits of Tartarus, securing their place as the undisputed rulers of the cosmos. It was a battle of raw power, a testament to the might required to establish a new order. From the cosmic to the terrifyingly personal, imagine a hero, armed with nothing but courage, cunning, and a polished shield, facing a monster whose gaze turns flesh to stone. I speak, of course, of Perseus and his fateful encounter with Medusa, commissioned to bring back Medusa's head, a task meant to ensure his demise. Perseus embarked on an impossible quest. Medusa, once a beautiful priestess, cursed by Athena into a gorgon with venomous snakes for hair and a stare that petrified, was a living nightmare. This wasn't a battle of brute force. It was a psychological duel, a test of nerves and quick thinking. Perseus, guided by Athena and Hermes, couldn't look directly at her. He had to rely on the reflection in his shield. Can you imagine the sheer terror, the absolute precision required to swing a sword while only looking at a mirrored image of your monstrous foe? It's a stark reminder that sometimes the greatest strength lies not in brawn, but in wit. He severed her head, and in doing so, slew not just a monster, but a curse, freeing himself and ultimately saving Andromeda, a chilling reminder of what one hero can accomplish against seemingly insurmountable odds. Speaking of monstrous foes, have you ever wondered, which mythological monster do you find the most terrifying? Or perhaps, What's the difference between a titan and a god in Greek mythology? These are just some of the questions we're exploring. For deep dives into these and other mysteries, make sure you check out Voices from History and find the answers to all these questions and more waiting for you in the description below this video. But now, back to the fray. No discussion of heroic duels is complete without the legendary Heracles. His 12 labors are a saga of impossible feats, but none quite capture the relentless, horrifying struggle of hero versus monster, like his battle with the Lernaean Hydra. This wasn't a quick duel. It was a brutal, drawn-out nightmare. The Hydra, a monstrous serpent with multiple heads, each breathing venom, possessed an even more terrifying ability. For every head Heracles severed, 2 more grew back in its place. Picture the sheer desperation, the rising panic as his efforts seemed to multiply the threat. This wasn't just physical combat. It was a war of attrition against a creature designed to be invincible. Heracles, with the help of his nephew Iolaus, who cauterized each neck stump with fire, finally overcame the beast. It's a testament to unwavering perseverance against a truly insurmountable obstacle. It makes you wonder, could a mortal hero ever truly defeat a Greek god? Find my thoughts on that question and more in the description after this video. But sometimes, the deadliest duels aren't just one-on-one. Sometimes, they engulf entire civilizations. Enter the Trojan War, a conflict of such monumental scale and human tragedy that its echoes still resonate today. For 10 grueling years, the mighty Achaeans, or Greeks, besieged the formidable city of Troy. This wasn't merely a clash of armies. It was a war sparked by passion, betrayal, and divine intervention. The abduction of the beautiful Helen, Queen of Sparta, by the Trojan prince Paris, ignited a fire that would consume countless lives and inspire millennia of stories. Gods took sides, mortals became legends, and the very fabric of prophecy unraveled. From the cunning Odysseus to the mighty Ajax, heroes on both sides performed incredible feats. It was a war of strategies, of gods manipulating mortals like chess pieces, of immense sacrifice and unimaginable loss. The clever ploy of the Trojan horse, a symbol of strategic brilliance and deceit, ultimately brought down the impenetrable walls of Troy, proving that even the strongest fortresses can fall to ingenuity. Yet, within this sprawling, epic canvas of the Trojan War, one duel stands above all others, a confrontation that encapsulates the very essence of heroism, tragedy, and human vulnerability. The iconic clash between Achilles, the greatest warrior of the Achaeans, and Hector, the noble champion of Troy. This wasn't just a fight. It was the inevitable collision of 2 destinies, fueled by grief, rage, and the desperate defense of one's homeland. Achilles, maddened by the death of his beloved Patroclus at Hector's hand, hunted his foe with a chilling, singular purpose. Imagine the scene. Hector, standing alone before the gates of Troy, his family pleading for him to retreat, but his honor, his duty, binding him to face the wrath of Achilles. The terror in his eyes, the heavy weight of his people's fate on his shoulders. He fought bravely, valiantly, but Achilles, propelled by divine rage and grief, was unstoppable. Homer's Iliad paints a vivid picture, like a hawk that swoops on a trembling dove. So Achilles darted on Hector, his heart blazing with fury. The battle was fierce, a whirlwind of bronze and blood, but Achilles, a demigod, was ultimately superior. With a single fatal thrust of his spear, he ended Hector's life, a tragic victory that sealed Troy's doom. This duel isn't just about physical prowess. It's about the raw, visceral human emotion, grief, vengeance, duty, and the crushing weight of fate. It shows us that even the greatest heroes are touched by sorrow, and that even in victory, there can be profound loss. The story of Achilles and Hector is a powerful one, but it makes you wonder, who do you think was the most powerful Greek god or goddess in a duel? Or even, are there any duels between gods from different mythologies? Dive deeper into these fascinating questions and their compelling answers in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to Voices from History for more epic tales. In the end, these epic battles, whether they involve gods shaping the cosmos, heroes confronting their monstrous fears, or champions clashing in a war for civilization, have become an integral part of our cultural heritage. They continue to inspire and captivate us to this very day, not just for their fantastical elements, but for the profound truths they reveal about the human condition. They remind us of the enduring power of emotion, love, hate, grief, ambition, the complex tapestry of morality, the definition of courage, and the timeless appeal of a truly great story. Whether it's the chaotic birth of the Olympian age, the cunning defeat of a Gorgon, the relentless struggle against a regenerating horror, or the heartbreaking duel that decided a war, these mythological conflicts offer us invaluable insights into the human experience, reflecting our own struggles, triumphs, and sacrifices across millennia. They prove that even in a world of gods and monsters, it's the human spirit, with all its flaws and glory, that truly makes a legend. So, after journeying through these epic sagas, which deadly duel stands out to you the most? Do you have a different battle, a different hero, or a different monster that you think truly deserves the top spot? Let me know in the comments below. Your thoughts fuel our journey through history. If you've been enthralled by these tales and are hungry for more mythology content, be sure to check out my other videos on Voices from History, where we continue to explore the fascinating, terrifying, and awe-inspiring world of Greek mythology and beyond. Don't forget to like this video, share it with a fellow history enthusiast, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next epic adventure.